Today on the channel, the bugle sounds. The review begins with Eddie, Iron Maiden, the Trooper from McFarlane Toys.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another McFarlane Toys Music Maniacs unboxing and review. And today, we go to one of my all-time favorite bands. We go to Iron Maiden for Eddie Trooper Edition. But for all your Music Maniacs, Eddie, Ozzy, Alice Cooper, Rob Zombie needs, make sure you're hitting up Big Bad Toy Store. Hit the link in the description down below. Support the channel, and these are shipping right now from Big Bad Toy Store. So jump in there. Get your Eddie McFarlane Toys figure, and McFarlane back at it with action figures of musicians and musician mascots, I guess, in this instance here. And you guys know me, I'm a big heavy metal guy. So I'm picking up what Todd's putting down, and maybe Todd and I had some back and forth from some couch talk on Kyle Peterson 2.0 and got this line going. Who knows? Maybe that was the case, maybe it wasn't. Somebody fact check that if you want to. But one thing you won't have to fact check is how we're going to do this review. And we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And this is the third one of these we've unboxed so far. Of course, Alice Cooper and Ozzy being the first two. We will unbox Rob Zombie as well, so stay tuned for that. But Music Maniacs, very interesting. Now, this line a little caught me by surprise because I did assume, I guess, originally that these are going to be more of the McFarlane scale that we see with the Spawn figures, DC figures. Instead, a little bit more in line with the Batman 66 figures. A little bit smaller, less articulation. I guess it's going to be its own world, and it is what it is. That's Todd's choice from the couch, just like he chooses whether or not to wear pants or socks. It's Todd's choice on the couch. Todd's choice with the figures here. But Eddie looking good, all things considered right here. This speaks to what it is. If I see this outside of the packaging stuff, I know exactly what they're going for here. Very, very iconic. I would love to see this line do all the Iron Maiden album covers. Yes, even Senjutsu. Let's get that one done as well. But very cool, very iconic in the hard rock, heavy metal world, whatever you want to call it. New wave of British heavy metal world maybe as well. Music Maniacs right there. Of course, you got Eddie, Trooper Eddie right there. Now, this is limited edition. One of 6,850 pieces. I am not sure, Todd, where do you get these numbers from? I don't understand. We did see Alice Cooper limited to 8,000, which I felt was kind of high. I actually feel if 8,000 is kind of the high end, I feel like Eddie Trooper should be a little bit higher up. I think he should be more 8,000. I don't know. It just kind of depends the way it goes there. But interesting that these are limited edition, and I do think it is a little bit of a selling tactic, putting my business hat on, to make people say, oh, this is a limited edition collectible, I better pick this one up. And we do know, if you guys look on eBay right now, heavy metal figures like Iron Maiden figures of the past, they do hold their value and they do go up. Obviously, a lot of fans of musicians, musical groups, things like that, people coming into those bands all the time, things like this do go up in value. I wouldn't be surprised to see this Eddie Iron Maiden in a few years go skyrocketing in value like all the other Eddie Troopers over the years as well. But looking good in the front of the package here on the old card. On the back, there's that classic album cover, or I guess single cover, whatever you want to call it. EP, single, sure, why not? Trooper Eddie looking good. Music Maniacs. Nothing else. From the Peace of Mind album, 1983. Oh, all-timer of an album, of course, as we do know. But that's it. Let's get him out. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what all the Eddie fuss is about. And let me tell you, there's always fuss with Iron Maiden. I'm always excited when Iron Maiden comes through the Midwest. Always try to grab a show or two along the way. It's a must-have. It's a must-have if you're out there. See you later. Goodbye. And even if you're not a big heavy metal fan, which, I don't know, what are you doing? Why aren't you? What are you doing? Why aren't you a big heavy metal fan? You tell me the answer. But even if you're not, I think you would enjoy at least seeing Iron Maiden at least one time. A heck of a stage show. A lot going on and a lot of good crowd involvement as well. See you later. Goodbye. I think I've seen Iron Maiden, I don't know, 13 times in my life at least. Who knows? Trooper Eddie, Iron Maiden right here. Certificate of Authenticity, I'm 4,124 of 6,850. I was really hoping for 4,120. Got 4,124. I'll have to do. How will I survive? I'll carry on. That's what I'll have to do. There he is, old Eddie in the plastic prison. Let's cut him out. Looks like he's locked in at a couple of spots. Wouldn't be a McFarlane toy if we didn't have him locked in at least a little bit, right? It's kind of the way it goes. Kind of the way it goes with little Todd from the couch. There it is, and we got a stand. Gonna take our last stand. See you later. Put a little spin on it, one little twist tie. And there it is. We're ready to go. We're ready to get down to Eddie, and we're going to start with the stand. You know me. I love a good stand. Makes sense. They're getting the most out of their molds. This is the stand we saw with Ozzy, stand we saw with Alice Cooper. However, missing the microphone. Got the spot for the microphone right there. I don't know. It feels a little weird with that in there because there's no microphone, obviously. But it is a stand. The more you know. The more you know, folks. But we do get the old British flag. It's torn. It's tattered. Eddie's carrying it across the lines here. Got a little dirt on there. A little rip. Got a little spear type thing on the end right there. I don't know what that's called. A spade? Is that what it's called? I don't know. But you got a spear on the end there. A nice wooden handle here. A little short. Maybe it could have been a little bit longer. Beggars can't be choosers in the flag department, especially the tattered flag. But then we do get a little weapon. We do get a little sword going on here. No guns, nothing like that with Eddie. He doesn't need it. He's already dead, so he doesn't care. He's got this. He's got the silver blade, gold handle down there. Something like a pirate would have right here, but looking very good for old Eddie. And speaking of Eddie, man, this looks really, really good for what this is. Obviously, limitations with the scale and some of the posability with this one, but all day long you see this, you know who it is. And once again, I would love to see the rest of the Iron Maiden album cover. Some of the, the Aces High, give me the Pilot from that, give me the Mummy. I mean, there's so many things, Power Slave, you name it, that we could get. But I think this is a pretty good start, as it is probably the most iconic Eddie. Would it be? I don't know. I guess to each their own. Maybe it's the one from Killers. That could be the most iconic, or maybe the Iron Maiden first album. Who knows? Or maybe Senjutsu, like I said earlier. Who knows? But Eddie looking very nice right here. Looking like an undead zombie, basically. Got that sickly skin tone to him. He does got 2 ears going on. Got an orthodontist and a dentist dream right there in the old chomper's mouth is open, of course. The eyes ready to go, and he's got his skull cap kind of tied down right there in the middle of his forehead. But definitely looks like Eddie. No mistaking him for anybody else. Got the old red coat jacket throughout. Looking very good. Looking like a soldier on the battlefield is what he looks like. And he's got a couple of pouches going on to store things in there. Probably guitar picks and things like that. Who knows? On the back, we do get a backpack, and backpack G.I. Joe style, removable. How about that? So he can take a nap if he wants to. He's got his blanket, all that kind of stuff in there. Blue pants with the red racing stripe down the side. Got the wrapped at the ankles. Got the combat boots ready to go. It's Eddie. He's ready for war. He's ready to ready for that bugle sound is what he's ready for. His arms do go all the way around for us. You get the side-to-side, single-jointed, pinned elbows. Hands back and forth, side-to-side. Head back and forth. No real up and down on that one there. A little bit of waist action underneath that coat. Of course, the legs go up. Single jointed bend of the knee. No real side to side. A little bit, but nothing to write home about. No ankles, anything like that. Pretty much just is what it is right there. And of course, he's going to fit on the stand. He better. He came with it after all. There it is. We got 2 gripping hands on him. He's ready to grip it. He's ready to rip it. He's ready to carry that flag across the borderline. He's ready to celebrate another victory, maybe. Or maybe a big-time defeat. Who knows? Who knows? But can I get this sword in his hand? Oh, the million-dollar question right here. Can it go in? Come on. There it is. All right, Eddie, ready for battle. Very, very cool here. I like this. Obviously, this is playing a lot of hits for me. There's no way it wouldn't be playing hits for me. I love Iron Maiden. I love anything Iron Maiden related in the figures, be it from McFarlane on the couch or our friends over there at NECA. Give me more Iron Maiden. I'm here for all the Iron Maiden figures. But looks good, feels good. Of course, mentioned Alice Cooper. Got him right here. Got Ozzy as well. Man, there's so many better Ozzies they could have done. Hopefully that continues with some more Ozzy figures along with Iron Maiden figures. Maybe one more Alice Cooper, maybe an early Alice Cooper. I'd be okay with that if that was in the line. But after that, let's get some new blood. Let's get some new things in there. And I'm excited to see where this line goes. I like that it's leaning towards the hard rock and heavy metal. I do think the fans of hard rock, heavy metal will take that step into action figures a little bit better than maybe some other kind of, adult-oriented rock and things like that. I don't think a lot of Steely Dan figures want Steely Dan figures. I don't think. Fans out there. But I think hard rock, heavy metal fans are more apt to pick up things like this. And they're great for your desk. They're great with your CD, vinyl collection, whatever it could be. Or your action figure collection, whatever you want it to be. But Eddie, Iron Maiden Trooper, chef's kiss for me. Blowing a kiss for you, Todd. I'm here for it. But what about you? You picking this one up? Long game? Passing? Don't care? Don't want it? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell. Give the video the old thumbs up. Always helps the channel, as you guys do know. Check out Patreon for early access to videos like this. bonus content, exclusive content, giveaways, Q&As, you name it. It's all going down over on the Patreon channel. Appreciate all the support. You can also support the channel at PresenTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. Don't forget social media, SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, and on Instagram. So for Eddie Iron Maiden Trooper Edition, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.